Hi, I have had some questions submitted to me, so I'm going to do my best to answer them. My name is Claire Carter. I am from Nottingham, England, and my tennis background, I basically grew up in England and played tennis there when I was 8 years old, and I played Junior Wimbledon twice, and I played in college at University of Washington, and I played professionally, and now I'm a tennis coach. I would probably say that I can hit all the shots in tennis. I have a one-handed backhand, so topspin and slice. As a coach, I taught myself how to hit a two-handed backhand. I can play left-handed to a certain level, so that's probably my biggest strength. To play tennis. Probably my family, we were on holiday in Italy camping when I was 7 or 8, and my dad brought some plastic tennis rackets and a foam ball, so I played with him in between the tents and I really enjoyed it. So when we got back to England, I signed up for some tennis lessons and loved it, and I was hooked. My biggest influence on my tennis career was probably my family. I was very lucky. They were very supportive, both my mum and my dad, and my brother and sister too. I became a coach because I love tennis, and I wanted to give something back, and it was something that gave me a lot as a person, and so it was always something that I wanted to continue in my life. Those started with a client of mine, Lani. He wanted me to teach at a camp in Palm Springs, and he went online to try and submit some information to the people that ran the camp, and there wasn't anything about me online, so we got together and we started this website, and then I started posting things on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, and I hadn't previously done that, but it's been a lot of fun, so that's kind of where that came from. And we just started, our lessons are on Tuesdays, so that's basically where it came from, Tuesday Tennis Tip. How do we choose the tips? I basically, a lot of it just happens in the moment, so nothing really is planned, which you might be able to tell, but we have fun with it, and the ideas come from a lot of things that have happened in my lessons, different things I'm teaching, or just fun things that I like to do, trick shots and stuff. I like to have fun on court, so I like my students to have fun. I'm a big believer in fundamentals of technique and making sure that you know, you have the right form. I think that's very important and helps you improve as a tennis player. Probably that each player is different, and so you have to adjust your coaching style to each player and each situation. It's easy to get stale, I think, teaching a sport. I teach in a club, and so the challenge, I think, is always to continue to learn and improve yourself as a person, as a player, and therefore you're not going to get stale. Probably juggling work and life and family. It's hard to say no, so trying to fit everybody into my schedule, I think that's a challenge. Hard work pays off, probably, and to always have fun, which is probably the most important advice I give them. What is my philosophy on discipline? There are consequences, so make good choices. That would probably be it. And I enjoy teaching different levels, so I love teaching beginners, advanced, cardio tennis, you know, under 10s, quick start, red, orange ball, green. So I love teaching in a club because I get to do a little bit of everything. Probably to help our tennis programs grow and get more people involved in playing tennis, no matter what age or level they are. I've been very lucky. I haven't had too many injuries. Probably when I was a teenager, I was out with back pain, so I had a back injury, but it was only probably about 2 months. And well, playing Junior Wimbledon, that was pretty memorable, especially being English and that being the home slam. In college, one of my favorite days was I played at University of Washington in Seattle, and we were playing against Stanford, who were the #1 team in the country, and I was playing #1, and my doubles partner and I beat the #1 doubles team that had won NCAAs, and then I played the #1 player for Stanford, Amber Liu, who I'm good friends with. Hi, Amber, and is married to Michael Chang. And so she was an excellent player and had won NCAAs. And so I beat her that day too. So in one day, I had 2 of my best college results. So that was a really fun day. Federer. Just love Roger Federer, and he's definitely the greatest, you know, just with everything he's achieved on the court and off the court. He's a great ambassador, and so that would be my opinion. And of today, best male, obviously Federer, and then female Serena. I think Serena's fantastic. Again, just her longevity of her career and the achievements that she's done has been unreal. Mine would be Denis Shapovalov, I would say. I love his one-handed backhand, and kind of rooting for him just because of the incident that happens at Davis Cup, and he's had to, you know, develop good amount of mental resilience to come back from that. So I guess I'd be rooting for him. You know, I'm kind of for it. I think it's good to make changes to help the game grow and try some new things. I always enjoyed having a coach on court with me. I think as a player in an individual sport, you're so used to solving problems yourself. But, you know, if you get a little help, I think that's great. My favorite tournament, definitely Wimbledon days. Well, I coach 5 days a week, and out of those, it's only probably a couple of hours where I'm getting really good hitting. So my tennis golf video, thank you, you enjoyed that. How long did it take you to learn this tennis trick? No time at all. It's one of those fun things that I used to do as a kid, and so didn't take very long to do, but there were some funny outtakes, so you might have to stay posted for that. Probably my tennis coach, Alistair Hyam, he taught me from age 8 until age 19. And when I go back home to England, I love meeting up with him and hitting some balls. This game, yes, absolutely. Tennis has become a very physical sport, and whether you're a club player not wanting to get injured or a junior trying to improve and not get injured, it's very important. Depends on the person. I think there are challenges with both, there's rewards with both. Again, I love teaching in a club because I get to do both. And that would be what I would say there. And that was probably my toughest one to answer. I think always expect the unexpected. Maybe that's the quote I live by, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for your questions. I hope this was helpful. And get on the tennis court and hit some balls. Okay, bye.